us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Texas A&M's offense will have the football first. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bird. Open space at the 25. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. In the backfield, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Texas A&M going quickly. Go up top on 2nd down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make...
There he goes! The 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Running inside. It's Morrill. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive is
headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
So the Missouri Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Hits inside, it's Roberts. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Runs through a tackle. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Edwards. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick give, it's Morrow. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Texas A&M going up tempo. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Johnson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Bird. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Just smothered on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Out wide left, it's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Edwards. They were all over it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Roberts. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. As they get set.
Yes, sir. No. I'm waiting on Sharon. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Cause she want to go. I was gonna come over there, but then she want to go. So when she get out of work, I think she's gonna leave early, and then we're gonna come on down. Okay. Yeah, I just talked to our daddy said at Marlin, Georgia. So I don't know if he on the way back or what.
Yeah, he said he was going to Costco in the mall, and he'll be back in a few hours.
All right.
We'll be there about 2:33.
Okay. All right.
All right, Eddie.
Yeah.
Snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Almost picked off.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Caught over the middle, it's Morrow. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw it. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Needs it here on fourth down. He's got it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tough run here. It's Morrow. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll ride him again. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Looking for the marker. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Powers inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. On 4th. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw one first. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He makes a catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Between the hashes, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snapped on 4th down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the...
Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Comes down, it's Hoffman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Unloads it left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Holly, what do you have?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Drops back on 1st down. Left side, it's Johnson. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rolls right. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right side, it's Johnson. Brought down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's lead off with the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the number 18 team, the North Texas Mean Green. And it's Nevada with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Coach Elko coming out of the locker room at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Defense looks like they're about to bring that. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. From the gun, it's Roberts. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Roberts. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. All over him immediately. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The run inside. It's Roberts. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They're going back to the ground. Got the 1st down. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside. It's Baker. Got enough for the 1st down. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Drops back on 1st down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Beck's going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. The give on fourth. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. With the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work. Scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Gets rid of it. Dangerous throw on that one.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Trying to make one miss. He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. 3rd and long coming up. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. On the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
You know, that's...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plowing ahead on 4th down. There he goes. The 40. At the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They'll run him again. Sees a crease. Shakes off the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Pulls and fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They